Alright guys, we're back again. Back once again with the Renegade Master. Ducati Monster. 1200. Out the way. Out the way. 1200S. I think I prefer the S model over the R. Because the R, I mean, this has got the Olin suspension. You have the TFT screen. You can't or can see. But the single most important part of this bike is this. I could stand here. I could stand up here right now, say to you that that sound isn't exciting, and I'd be lying through every single bone in my body. It looks really nice. I could go through all the nonsense. It's got 3 modes, doesn't have cruise control or anything like that. Pretty simple naked bike. No fancy screen on it to stop you from the buffeting. But let's just see how she goes. It's a super naked. Let's see how it stacks up to the MT10. Let's go. Oh, this feels so good. This bike has also got very high pegs. It's not as nutty. Listen to that noise, guys. I feel like I can go faster, much faster. Oh, I like this. Wow, this Ducati feels good, man. Throttle is good, seat is amazing. Oh man, brakes are insane. Why do they feel so good, man? I think this Ducati S just a little bit more than the MT10. But God almighty, man, does it feel and sound amazing. Yes, it does. It feels so good. It's not as brutal, but I feel like I'm going faster. I don't know why. I just feel like I can go faster on this. Wow. So much torque, and listen to that noise, man. Oh, I don't know what gear I'm in though. TFT screen is not so good. I feel faster on this, much faster. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but the seat is so good. Handlebars are really good, and there is hardly any buffeting going on through the bars with this thing. It's so comfortable, nimble, light. It's good. How can you not have a gear indicator? Seriously, man. Oh, the suspension is just built for this. Really making me want to push this thing. Oh, it just suits me a lot more, man. It's V-twin action. Don't know why. Yeah, the gearbox is still a little bit clunky. I don't know how this thing would work in town. I don't know. I probably should take it into town because it is a bit clunky. But once you start rolling, man, it's just different beast. Is it more than the MT10? Well, put it this way. It might not be more, right? I don't think it is more, actually. Well, I know it isn't. Right? But I'm taking more liberties with it. Right, this is sports mode now. Whoa! Front wheel wheeling. That is just crazy. It's more comfortable than the MT10. I think it's got more low end. I think so, I'm not sure. But it feels like it does it. This thing in sports mode just boots. Gearbox is clunky though. It doesn't like doing in-town stuff. Really doesn't. So good. So good. Absolutely mental. I can't imagine what the R is like. See, it might not be mental for you guys because you might be used to nakeds and all of that. But see, if I'm going at this speed, I'm used to being down here. It's so different to me to be sitting up here and to be traveling at a speed like this. Yeah. And the way that it flows, man. Whoa, once you in town, I think the MT10 is a lot better, a lot smoother. But once you give this thing room, I mean to breathe, and the brakes, wow. I think the pegs are actually a bit too high for a bike like this. Should be a little bit more down here, I feel anyway. All I can tell you is about what it feels like. And it feels faster. I mean, over this, listen to my voice already. Listen, you remember how my voice sounded when I was with the MT10? How harsh it sounded. This is just going over it like my Triumph Explorer. Once this thing gets to 5,000, it's ballistic. It just never stops. Maybe I should have taken this one out first, because this is the slower one. And then because I'm used to the speed of this now, maybe I'd have gone faster on the MT10. But this the suspension is so good. That's where the 10 grand goes. Because the Öhlins on this, the feel you get from it, I can just push, and the brakes, man oh man. Nah, I think for me, it would have to be the Monster. Only problem is, doesn't have cruise control, doesn't have the power socket, so what is it? What does it become? It can't be an everything bike, because once you've got those things, you can't do without them. Or can you? Can you? Can I do without what I've become so accustomed to? The the power socket, the cruise control, them things are useful, man, I'm telling you. It might seem like fandangles, but they aren't.